Big Sammy at you guys. Hey, we're doing a little video about how to install a ceiling fan today. There's our culprit. Well, it's not a ceiling fan, that's the light, right? But we've already started taking it apart. Sorry you guys weren't around for that, but like I said, I couldn't wait on you sometimes. You guys show up when you want to show up. What we've done is we've taken our light bulbs out. We've taken our our little glass part down. There's our fan. It is a Hunter fan. We'll show you guys one that's already done. Let's walk past their little tools. We're going to get into that for a bit. There's our fan right there. I know I got to paint the sealer before somebody answers or writes that down. I know it's got to be done, but we'll do that later. We're just trying to get some fans up and change the look of the place for now, but we're going to paint the ceiling. So there's our Hunter fan all done up. I'll show you where it's on. Boom, on. And it's all drawstring one. It doesn't have a remote and everything to it. I kind of like the drawstring ones. I mean, you know, for the bedrooms anyways, I'm not going to lay up in the bed and use a remote control. I'll just get up there and click it on and off. All right, so a few things you guys got to know and do when you're doing this. If you do your own, I guess this is up to you if you want to, but I always like to cover my bed or whatever. Should have a ladder. I don't have one. I'm gonna either stand on the bed or stand on the little ledge there. But you know, do what you want to do. Like I said, I like to cover things up because stuff always falls out of the ceiling. And not only that, you got a little bit of protection. Like I turned this fan off. I made sure these were cooled off before I threw them on the plastic. You know, and like I said, if you didn't have it covered up, you could burn somebody's sheets or bed covers or even your own, whatever. A few things that you guys got to look at and get, you know, get to doing this. You can use a drill. Here you go. You can use a drill. If you're new to this and you're not sure how to tighten things or how tight things should do, then stay away from the drills unless you're pretty gifted at using a drill. These ones here, I would say if you're kind of not sure, but you don't want to try to use one like this that's got a clutch so you can kind of set it and it doesn't over tighten. A few things you're going to need is some wire strippers. You know, of course, your box or, you know, bunch of screws, flats, or Phillips, whatever you have there. Like I said, if you don't have it, this is just my little tool rig. I always carry this wherever I go, putting up fans for other people or myself. It's got a knife. It's got all your testing equipment and everything else in it. Get you a pen light. These are very valuable and good to have here. I'll show you. It doesn't tell you how much power you got, but it will tell you if something's on or off. Of course, there's power in there. But this is what we're looking at. We're going to go up here. We're going to test the bulb. Get up on here. Test the bulb. And we're going to make sure this is dead. Yep. See, you got nothing coming out of it. There's your wire right there. You can put your wire on there. So we're just going to make sure that this pen light is working. I mean, we already know it was working, but we're going to check it and make sure that everything's dead because we're playing with electricity. We don't want to get ourselves shocked or dead or anything else, or have the old lady come home with me laying on the floor down there by the dirty clothes. There you go, see? So if I had me a trusty helper, I'd get him to turn that off or her off or the cat off or somebody else, and I'd make sure that goes dead. But being as we already tested it before and after, like I said, you can never be too sure. We'll go back up one more time. Make sure it's dead. Booyah, it's dead. It's dead all over the place. And the reason why you want to make sure is because when we was putting the light up in the other rooms, I thought that it was dead and it had another wire coming in. And I wasn't sure what the wire was for, but it was a constant on. And like I said, I'm not an electrician by trade, but I know enough to get myself in trouble. and I had to wire it with that, with turning the breaker off. If you're going to wire it with the, without turning the breaker off, you need to make sure that you don't touch the wires and get shocked. Like I said, sometimes you can turn everything off in the room and go that way, or turn your breaker off. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and take the rest of this down. I'm going to put some of the ceiling fan together. I'm not going to go too in depth with that because the ceiling fan is going to change depending on what you use. But this is just an idea of what to look for, what not to do, and what to do when you're doing this. So we're going to have this in different parts. This will be part 1. Hopefully we'll only have like part 2 or 3. And it'll kind of show you guys if you want to work on getting a ceiling fan put together to do it. Most guys, depending on where you're from or where you're located at, most electricians usually charge anywhere from $75 to $150 a fan to do. So, we're going to save ourselves $150 today. All right, we'll be back to you guys, and we'll talk to you in a bit.